Hello, gorgeous soul. I found myself with a bit of spare time and I thought, I will give you a tarot reading. As you may know, I'm developing my own pack. It is finished and it's off to the printers, so I can get back into doing a bit more for you. Now, to make the best of this tarot reading, use your own intuition. What does it feel like when you see a certain card? Does it resonate with you? Can you relate to it? See if this is for you, feel if it's for you, but pay attention to what your senses tell you. Here's your tarot reading. Let's see if this is for you. Focus, use your intuition and sense. Has this got some information for me? Okay. Let us see what's coming up. What magic is occurring for you, my darlings? First card, the Devil, crossed by the Two of Wands. What's beneath you? The Knight of Pentacles. Behind you, the Page of Swords. Above you, the Three of Pentacles. In front of you, victory. Beneath, what's coming in or coming up is the King of Swords, then the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands. A lot of people here, darling. A lot of people. Right. Let's get stuck in. Okay, in the center of your reading, we have the Devil. Now, the Devil is a really interesting card because it doesn't mean like evil and darkness, but it does mean when we give our power away, when we give our power away to people, situations, addictions. You know, I call it the sex and drugs and rock and roll card. But, you know, like if we get obsessed with someone and that's all we do is think about them, or anything. You'd be addicted to gaming and you're never not living in the real world. You're not leaving your house to participate and have balance. You're drinking too much. You know, you're doing something that you enjoy or feeds your serotonin levels, but equally it can have a negative impact in your life. You're chaining yourself to it. You're giving away your divine power to something outside yourself. So is there anything like that going on? Are you obsessed with someone or something and it's kind of leading you, you know, out of your heart chakra, out of your, you know, being the captain of your life? Think about that. Now, the one thing about the Devil card is if you look at the card closely, in most of the decks, you see these people chained, but if you look at the chain, it's really long. They can take that chain off and actually, you know, it's easier to break that pattern than one thinks. And actually what's coming in, what's crossing that for good or bad is the Two of Wands. There's an offer here. Not only are you examining your world, but it could be that someone's making you an offer connected to this or connected to something else which helps you take your mind off whatever it is you're giving your power away to. And at first you might go, that's a diddly tiny little world. I'm not interested in that tiny world. But you know what? Many times I've seen the Two of Wands come up in a reading and what seems to be a tiny world is actually a big world. You know, there's an opportunity. Really pay attention to it and commit to releasing yourself from anything that disempowers you. And what's beneath you is the Knight of Pentacles, which could be an aspect of yourself. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, of which you are a Taurus. And it's saying, you know, remember that you are the Knight. Remember your own power and use your natural talents of practicality, of commitment to transform everything that's around you. You may have had some kind of interaction with somebody younger or immature who's maybe potentially been a bit argumentative, but you've come through that. There's been a great healing there. The Ace of Cups, you know, or you're healing from that situation. Whether you took them with you in that healing is another thing. What is above you is, again, it all fits in. I love it. It's the opportunity to dig new foundations, to build something on solid foundations. And if that wasn't enough, in your immediate future, we have the Victory card. You know, there is success there. There is the opportunity to gallop towards victory and, you know, to get the recognition that you deserve. What is below you is the King of Swords. There may be some, because sort of on the outside, you've got this swords energy. There may be someone you feel isn't responding to you with an open heart, but possibly their nature is just detached. We tend to take that personally, which is why I love astrology. Do go on my website for a free compatibility chart, because when we look at different people, they relate differently to us and we can take it as a slight or a rejection and it's just their nature. So go and check that out. If there's someone that you're close to and you're not gelling, think about it. Think about how you can find, through astrology potentially, a way to communicate and bypass that. You're going through, either there's a young kid around you, or you're going through a creative rebirth connected to your home, or you're opening up again to seeing the world and its beauty and its magic and its miracles. Also, in your outcome, you might be thinking about someone from the past, or potentially someone has popped up from the past and you're like, oh, I'm just going to take a little look backwards. And this card has a double meaning. I've always seen the Three of Wands as looking back to the past. That's how, rightly or wrongly, that's how I've interpreted it, for the past 40 years. But equally it means, and I think this is perfectly in sync, it means taking that view of the past and looking to your future and looking towards new horizons. And, do you want to go back to the past? Really? Think about it. And there is a new opportunity coming in, which maybe you're not seeing because you're thinking about the past. And this comes in the form of the Knight of Wands. So it's someone enthusiastic, someone full of, fire and passion and adventure who's coming in. But are you seeing them? So that's up to you. I'm going to pull one more card on that, actually. Yeah, you've got so many potentials for dreams. And again, this is saying the same thing. Which dream do you want to go for? Do you want to go for the one that's victory, or do you, watch out for the snaky one there? Choice is yours. Really examine your choices. And then the world is your lobster/oyster. I love saying lobster. Anyway, this looks like there is victory. You're building new foundations. There's so much potential. Yeah, baby. Take your power and onwards. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Don't forget to come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight, Michele with 1 L, and on Facebook, where I do lots of lives, and you may even get a live tarot reading from me individually, Michele Knight Astrologer, and of course, my website, michelleknight.com, if you want a reading with one of my fabulous psychics. So much love to you.